So you are PCSing here to Randolph Air Force Base in San Antonio. First of all, congratulations. This is a beautiful base located in a great area. But now the clock is ticking. Where are you gonna live? Where are you gonna purchase a home for your family? In this video, we're talking about two communities that I think are great that you should consider if you're moving here to San Antonio. All right, guys, let's get after it. Hey friends, my name is Jonathan Welch. On this channel, I talk about everything that you want to know about living in San Antonio in the entire metro area. I'm also a licensed real estate agent here in San Antonio, which means not only do I enjoy making videos for you guys, I would love even more to help you with all of your real estate purchase needs. So please feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or book a free Zoom consultation with me. I would love to help you and your family make a smooth move here to San Antonio. Today we're talking about two communities that I think you might want to consider if you're relocating here to San Antonio, if you're PCSing here to Randolph Air Force Base. There are a lot of great neighborhoods around Randolph Air Force Base, but these are two that I absolutely love. I wish I could show every single one of them to you, but I just can't. So we are going to start off with these two. Now, first, we're gonna head back to my office, jump on the computer, and I'm gonna give you a little overview of where Randolph is and what's around it and things like that. I'm a visual person. I like to see things as it's explained to me. So we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna jump in the car, drive around these two communities, just kind of show you some points of interest in and around the neighborhoods. And then, you know, check out a couple houses with different price points that might fit your budget. We're gonna do all that right now. Let's go. All right, guys, we are in the office. We're gonna jump on the computer real quick. I'm just gonna kind of show you where Randolph Air Force Base is relation to some different areas of town. And then we're gonna head over to our first neighborhood and take a look at it. So as you can see, San Antonio here, Randolph Air Force Base is gonna be located way up here to the northeast, right in the northeast part of town there. And it's gonna be amongst a cluster of cities that help make up the San Antonio metro area. If I can focus here, we're gonna have Schertz, Cibolo, Universal City. We're gonna have Selma just north of that, and then we're gonna have Converse and Live Oak here. And then as you can see, Randolph Air Force Base kind of sits right there in the middle, right between IH-35 here and IH-10 down here. 35 is the highway that you're going to take to travel up to New Braunfels and then to Austin. You continue on 35, you'll hit up Dallas eventually. I-10 here, you travel I-10 east, and that takes you east out to Houston, a few hours away. So Randolph Air Force Base is going to be between those two major highways. Each of these little cities out here, Cibolo, Schertz, Universal City, all of them have some they're all pretty nice communities. They have some pretty nice neighborhoods, well-established neighborhoods, as well as new construction in most of them that can be very, very comfortable for you and your family. The school district out here is going to be the Universal City, Schertz, and Cibolo ISD. Pretty high rated school district. I will leave a link in the description down below so you can check out the school district and the different schools in that district to kind of give you an idea of what they're rated depending on the neighborhood that you are going to be living in. But each of these are going to be a good commute, easy commute to Randolph Air Force Base. Just as you can see how close Universal City, Schertz, and Cibolo are, very close to Randolph Air Force Base. And again, they have some beautiful neighborhoods and some new construction in these cities as well. Converse down here to the south, growing like crazy. A lot of new construction coming in Converse. Now, Converse itself, although there are some nice neighborhoods in Converse, off of I-10 right here, this portion of the highway, here, let me highlight that for you. This portion of the highway here, just south of Converse, very industrial, this area. A lot of truck stops along the highway, trucking companies out here. You know, it does not look, say, like I-35 or traveling up around 1604. Very industrial down this way. You're gonna tell that there's a lot of industry. Not so much big factories and things like that, but just a lot of, you know, trucking companies and warehouses and things like that. Now, off of 1604, this 1604 down this way, you are going to find some new construction and some new neighborhoods. Pulte is building down here, Syntex, and some other builders are building off of 1604, also off of 1516, off of 1518 this way. You're going to find some new homes, new construction, and pretty affordable. So if you need a pretty close commute to Randolph Air Force Base over here, and you're in that E5, E6 pay grade, and you're a single income earner, you just don't have $400,000 or $500,000 to drop on a new home, and you want to be pretty close to Randolph, then looking out this direction off of I-10 might work for you. Some of these neighborhoods are, pretty nice and still affordable, more so than, new construction outside of the 1604 loop up around this way, coming in off of 281 or even out off of I-10 this way here, a lot more affordable. So that might be something to consider. And of course, I can talk to you more about that if you have questions. But just kind of wanted to give you an idea of where Randolph Air Force Base was. We're going to go now and check out our first neighborhood, which is actually going to be in Schertz. Schertz, just north of Randolph Air Force Base, actually butts up to Randolph Air Force Base. First neighborhood we're going to go take a look at. And we'll do a little quick walk and drive through. We'll talk about it, and then we'll head over to the second neighborhood that I think you really might want to consider if you're relocating out this way. All right, let's go. Hey guys, the first neighborhood we're going to take a look at is the Crossvine, located in Schertz, Texas, about 5 miles northeast of Randolph Air Force Base. Oh, look, very close to Randolph Air Force Base. 5 miles away. Randolph Air Force Base is a training base, so there is a lot of that going on right there. But this neighborhood is absolutely beautiful. Master planned community, full of winding hiking and biking trails that wind their way through the neighborhood, that break out into these little pocket parks like the one that I'm standing in right now. They also all lead to the amenity center, which we'll take a look at here in a little bit. This is just a gorgeous neighborhood, full of single family residences and what they call garden homes. Garden homes are not going to have your traditional garages in the front of the home, but they're going to be in the rear with alleyways that lead to those. A lot of those being built in this neighborhood as well. There's also going to be some condos and very luxurious apartments. This is a master plan community, so there are future plans for some retail shops, cafes, restaurants, all throughout this community. Absolutely gorgeous, very peaceful, except for the occasional jet that's flying over like we were just interrupted by. But this neighborhood the price point is gonna start when you're talking about single family residences here, you're looking at the mid 4s and going up. You're gonna be about 30 minutes from downtown San Antonio from here. You're gonna be about an hour from Austin, about 30 minutes from New Braunfels. So we're sitting right between New Braunfels and downtown San Antonio. If you're living out near Fort Sam, Houston, you're also going to be about 27 minutes away from Fort Sam. If you like to do a lot of things with the family regarding the zoo, going to the museums, you're going to be about 30 minutes from all of that, maybe 40 minutes or so from SeaWorld. If you all, you know, want to get season tickets to SeaWorld, you're going to be about 40 minutes away from that. But very, very peaceful out here in Schertz. Schertz is just a wonderful, wonderful city. And so we're going to go right now to take a look at the amenity center, check out a couple houses. Same price point, about $485-ish, $490 price range. Just kind of give you an idea of what they look like, and then we're gonna check out our next neighborhood. All right, let's go. So as we walk through the neighborhood, you can see just how beautifully well maintained the landscaping is in these yards. The HOA is very active here, and you can see that as we drive through. I'll get some footage as we're driving through. You can see how beautiful the landscaping and just how immaculate everything is. Still a lot of new construction going on, as you can see behind me. This part of the neighborhood built, you know, about 5-6 years ago, but they still have a lot of new construction going on in this neighborhood. Still early development. This house that we're about to walk up on and take a look at has been on the market for 18 days. 18 days. Now, I'm not sure where you're coming from. That might not be a big deal to you, but a few months ago here in San Antonio, the market was very different than it is right now, and homes were not staying on the market more than a day, maybe 2 days. They were just flying off the market. I had some clients looking for a house in this neighborhood at the time, 4 months ago or so, and couldn't find anything. Inventory was extremely low. The builders they just could not keep up with demand. And then when a house, a pre-owned home like this came on the market, it was just gone, and people were bidding thousands and thousands of dollars over asking, like they were probably where you're from as well. This one here behind me, 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,100 square feet. Price point is $485. Puts the price per square foot right at $156. And again, been on the market 18 days, but a beautiful home. I'll put some pictures up so you could take a look. Right now is, you know, a pretty good time to buy. You know, you're not getting that crazy bidding war that you used to get a few months ago. You can even, I believe this seller right here is even offering $10,000 towards closing to whoever puts in an offer and it gets accepted. That's how different the market is than it was just a couple months ago. So yeah, we're gonna go right now take a look at another home just right around the corner, roughly the same price point. We'll take a look at it, let you see what it looks like, and then we'll head over to our next neighborhood. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned before, but the school district that this neighborhood is going to be in is the Cibolo Schertz Universal City Independent School District. The high school for this neighborhood is going to be Clemens High School, not the highest ranked high school in the city, according to greatschools.org, but I will leave a link in the description for greatschools.org so you can check it out for yourself and do your research and see, you know, if it's going to be high enough rated for you and your family. Now, this house that we're coming up on right here to my left, beautiful home. As you can see, just the landscaping out front is great. It's got the porch out front where you can put 2 chairs. It's got that brick, that tall A-frame entryway with the brick. Wonderful, love that. Built in 2017, $495,000, 2,826 square feet. Puts the price per square foot right at $175. Just like the other homes all down the block, as you can see, just gorgeous. But like the other home that we looked at earlier, been on the market a long time, 25 days on the market, which is insane. Still just continues to blow my mind. I think it is really surprising a lot of people because the market was just so different a couple months ago. Buyers were having a hell of a time, you know, fighting against other buyers, competing against other buyers to win an offer. And now you're seeing houses on the market for 18 days, a month. You know, it's really crazy. A lot of buyers, maybe you, who were thinking about moving several months ago but didn't want to compete, now I believe is your chance to get the house that you wanted, not competing against anybody. So, but that's just a side note. Right now, we're gonna go take a look at the second community that I think you might want to consider if you're relocating here, PCSing to Randolph. We're gonna go take a look at it right now. Let's go. All right, guys, the next community we're going to talk about is Cibolo Canyons. Don't be confused by the name. It's actually not located in Cibolo. It's here in San Antonio, located outside of 1604, off of 281 and TPC Parkway. Right now, I am at the Marriott Resort and Spa, which is in Cibolo Canyons, and behind me here is the TPC golf course. Cibolo Canyons is a master plan community. It's huge, very similar to Stone Oak. It is made up of multiple subdivisions. Pretty much all of them are gated subdivisions, multiple builders in this community. Each of those subdivisions are going to be their own builder. Just beautiful, beautiful area. It's got it's got 3 wonderful amenity centers, fitness centers. It's got tons of hiking, biking trails throughout the entire community, just miles and miles of hiking, biking trails. And of course, like I mentioned, you have the golf course here and you've got the resort spa as well. Now, prices are going to vary. You're going to have prices anywhere from the mid 4s all the way up, depending on the builder, depending on the subdivision. But, you know, the proximity of Cibolo Canyons is going to be about 25-30 minutes or so from downtown San Antonio. Now, from Randolph Air Force Base, you are going to be about 27 to 30 minutes away. Still a pretty good commute. If you are working over there at Fort Sam Houston, you know, that's going to be the downtown area. So you're going to be about 25 minutes away from there as well. From, say, the zoo and the Woody Museum, again, 25 to 30 minutes. You see the theme there. You're about 25-30 minutes away pretty much from everything. Now you're just minutes away from major shopping and retail. You've got some major shopping and retail just really, really, really close, just a mile or so away from where we're standing right now. From the Rim Shopping Center, you're going to be about 15 minutes away. Now, when we were over in the Crossvine, I said you were about 30 minutes from New Braunfels, about an hour from Austin. This is going to add about a half hour to your Austin drive. If you guys love traveling out there to Austin, this is going to add to that. But wonderful community, huge, has everything you need. Very, very beautiful. As we do some driving around, you'll just see the landscaping, just very immaculate. They do a very, very good job of taking care of the area out here. Highly desirable. Now, months ago, very, very difficult to find any inventory out here. Things were just going really, really fast. A couple of the houses that we're going to take a look at in just a minute have been on the market a little while, just like we saw over in the Crossvine. So you can probably see me sweating out here. It's 104 degrees. But getting back to it, and some more jets are flying over. And we are pretty far from Randolph, and you're still going to get these jets. But yes, houses are still on the market longer than they were a few months ago. So even out here in this area that's highly desirable, you're still going to find something pretty much if you want it. Now we're going to take a look at these houses real quick and get some footage for you. All right, let's go. All right, guys, the first house that we're going to take a look at we're coming up on it right now. As you can see to my left, though, are the gates that enter the subdivision. This is a gated community like most of them here in Cibolo Canyons. This home that we're coming up on right now, $495,000. So, very similar to one of the homes we looked at Crossvine up in Schertz, Texas. Again, you could probably hear the Acadias out here. Just so many trees, as you can see as I turn around. Tons of trees, beautiful neighborhood. This here home to my left is the one that we're taking a look at, $495,000. I believe the square footage here, a little over 2,600 or so square feet, Puts the price per square foot here at right at $185. But as you can see, look at all the landscaping, the shrubs, the mature trees. This is what you're gonna see here a lot in all of these subdivisions here at Cibolo Canyons. Just tons of mature trees and immaculate landscaping. This house here across the street, just another beautiful home. But this is kind of what you're going to be looking at if you are going to be looking in the Cibolo Canyons neighborhoods over here. This house, or these homes, built 2010, 2011. This one here to my right, built in 2011. I'm not sure who the builders are in this particular subdivision. Multiple builders though out here, as you can imagine, being a master plan community. But again, tall A-frame peak here. You're going to see that a lot, very common over here in this particular subdivision. Very common here in Texas in general. Just that beautiful A-frame peak there. This one across the street doesn't have that, but it's got that nice white Texas brick. That's also very common here in Texas, along with some of these homes with the red brick. This here house behind me has the red brick. But this is kind of what you're going to be looking at. These styles, very consistent here throughout Cibolo Canyons and some of these subdivisions. And we're going to drive around. I'll let you take a look at what it looks like driving around through here, and then we're going to go take a look at another house. Let's go. All right, guys, we're coming up on our second home here in Cibolo Canyons. Different subdivision than the last home that we looked at, but as you can see, very similar when it comes to the immaculate landscaping, mature trees. Just every single home is you know, just very, very well taken care of. This home here right behind me, $595,000, 3,700 square foot. Puts the price per square foot right around $153. Just huge home. As you can see, just absolutely gorgeous. 2-car garage, just very, very big. I love those stairs that lead up to the porch there. I'm a big fan of those. Even the one next door here has stairs like that. I really do like that a lot. Pulling into the driveway, kind of pull around to the left, and you've got your garages off to the left like that. Huge fan of that. But this is just kind of, you know, very consistent with what you're going to get in Cibolo Canyons. All the subdivisions out here are going to look very, very immaculate like this. This one, again, is gated, just like the last home that we took a look at. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but tons and tons of hiking trails. Even as soon as you leave this subdivision, when you get out on a main road, you're going to have wide sidewalks, and then they're going to lead to different trails, biking and hiking trails throughout all of the community. You're just a couple of miles away from the Marriott Resort Day Spa that we were just at, but you could bike there, walk there, run there. Even though you're a few miles away, there's trails and things that'll take you right there. Wonderful area, guys. And again, this is just a couple of the wonderful communities that you can choose from if you are PCSing to Randolph Air Force Base. A lot of different neighborhoods. I just wanted to showcase these two because they're just beautiful. I love coming out here to both of them. If you guys have any questions, hey, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. Again, book a free Zoom consultation with me. I would love to get to know you face to face. It's just an awesome way for us to see if we're going to be a good fit with one another. And again, I would love to help you and your family make a smooth move here out to San Antonio. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell for notifications. And like always, guys, I will catch you on the next one.